Hello, my name is Daniel O, and I'd like to share a story I wrote with you called Sunday Morning. Sometimes I find it difficult to get out of bed. My eyes will open and the morning light will sneak through the closed blinds of my window to gently illuminate my room. The neighbors are walking their dogs and birds are chirping their peppy little tunes. Mr. Rogers is just outside my room singing about how it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and 7 dwarves come busting through my door singing, hi ho, it's off to work we go. The world around me is hustling and bustling on this gorgeous Sunday morning, but for the life of me, I cannot find the motivation to get out of my bed. As an M1, I don't have the experience to talk about the first time I delivered a baby, counseled a patient's family after a tragic loss, or even had an epiphany that allowed me to save a life. There was this one time that I got one of my patients to go from drinking 68 ounces of Diet Coke to 60 ounces of Diet Coke, and honestly, that felt pretty good. But what I do know from one semester of medical school is that there is a lot of studying. The weekends for me are always such a blur because I have so much fun on Friday and Saturday, and all of a sudden I blink, and it's Sunday, and I spent the entire weekend watching Netflix and sleeping when I should have been doing my Anki decks. It's tough for me these mornings because this is when I feel the most worried and anxious. Am I gonna ace my pathology exam this week? Do I have enough time to cram for micro? When am I gonna start back on my research project, and why, oh why, are there so many mandatory wellness lectures? I lay paralyzed on my bed, afraid to start the day and dreading the work that I have to complete. However, when I think these thoughts, I just take a deep breath and think about when I was a kid. I didn't have the best childhood. When I was a kid, I was diagnosed with asthma, and I was allergic to nuts, seeds, shellfish, dogs, cats, and pollens. But worst of all, I was fat. I wasn't allowed to sit with the other kids at lunch, not because I was fat, but because of their peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and I wasn't allowed to play outside because of the pollen was too much for me to handle. I got the pleasure of staying inside with the option of playing board games with my 50-year-old kindergarten teacher, but I would mainly just sit by the window and look at the kids having fun without me. I was so sick as a child that I couldn't even walk from the car to my elementary school without having an asthma attack. And I'm not just saying this for pity points, but rather to set the stage for the best moments from my childhood. As a kid, I liked going to the doctors. The people who treated me, from nurses, allergists, pulmonologists, and other members of my valued hospital team, did everything that they could to make my life better. From laughter to lollipops, hugs to high fives, and stickers to smiles, these people on my team didn't have to go out of their way to try to make a tubby little Asian boy happy. Obviously, the food was doing a good enough job at that as is. Even though they didn't have to, they took time and energy out of my day and made sure I was content and having fun. These people helped me with my allergies so that I could eat peanuts for the first time 6 years ago. They cheered me on when I was able to eat seeds 5 years ago, and they stuck with me so I could eat shellfish 4 years ago. They helped me strengthen my lungs so I could join the swim team in middle school and do cross-country, swimming, and track in high school and grow out of asthma as an adult. These wonderful medical professionals went above and beyond to treat a patient not just physically, but also emotionally. And in turn, I grew up to be a healthy, happy, albeit slightly overweight child. But I can't just say it was all due to medicine. I have so many people in my life who helped me become the person I am today. My parents for emigrating from Korea and working hard so that I could have this chance at this American dream. My brother for always being a voice of reason and having sage advice. My phenomenal friends who were always there to support me through hard times and emotional breakdowns. And Malcolm, the Taco Bell worker who always was there to give me my $5 Chalupa Cravings box the night before my exams. Thank you, Malcolm. Every time I can't get out of my bed due to my anxiety, worry, and stress weighing me down, I think of the sacrifices that everyone in my life made so that I could have the opportunity to sit here and talk to you today. I am the person I am today because of a support system of people who picked me up at my lowest and helped me reach my highest. I want to become the physician that my doctors would be proud of. I want to become the physician that my friends and family would be proud to have. And I want to become the physician that my younger self would look up to. And so even though I struggle with feelings of inadequacy, self-love, and stress, every Sunday morning I am able to get out of that bed and start my day, head held high and motivated as heck, knowing that I have so many people in my life who want me to thrive and grow. Plus, I have someone I need to make proud. I just like to say that some things that I used in order to overcome the issues I talked about in my video are obviously my friends and family were a huge help. I began journaling every day and just writing 3 things that I was thankful for, and that helped with positivity and motivation, and going on runs and setting time for myself, for watching Netflix or cooking for myself or just relaxing. For people out there who are struggling with similar things, I just want to say don't be afraid to talk about it with your loved ones. They'll be more than willing to listen, and they're there for you and they want to help you out. You aren't in this alone. And I just wanted to say thank you for listening and just being here for my story. I really appreciate it. Have a great one.